Any company that has been around for 120 years or more will tell you that in order to survive, you have to stay relevant. You have to innovate. And Belden has always spearheaded a lot of innovation. We've been a part of every major innovation that's been around. Thomas Edison was a customer of ours. We were a part of the first television broadcast. We were a part of the first computer network. We had this very fine magnetic wire that was up in the Apollo 11 in 1969, and we're in the International Space Station now. But innovation for innovation's sake is not progress. Progress is working with customers to make sure that innovation is solving the challenges of tomorrow.
For a long time, Belden first focused on making products that other companies would use as they built some kind of solution. Solutions that were solving for a specific problem. Let's say security in a building or air conditioning efficiency. And then over time, these became more and more complex, and people were dealing with islands of solution or islands of data or islands of connectivity. And at that point in time, Belden said, hey, we've created the products that were used to build those sub-solutions. So if you just link those solutions with the same products, we can create a more efficient network. And if we create a more efficient network, we can also create a data platform. So we can start giving people the data they need versus too much data. And they can then also have the data in a format that they can use it. So it's cleansed, it's formatted, it's normalized, it's scrubbed. So that is the transition. It's not necessarily that we are creating completely new products. We are creating completely new ways to use that technology more effectively.
Customers sometimes ask me, why Belden? What makes Belden different? Well, we're one of the only companies who can really do the 4 aspects of digitization really well, which is being able to acquire the data from where it's being created in a machine, in an installation, to transmit that data safely, reliably, securely, then orchestrate that data, present it in the right form, and then manage that data, where a customer can then make decisions that are relevant for them. But more than that technology, we have the know-how to use that data and really transform that into information. And this is where our people come in. This is where we have consultants and specialists in applications of our customers that are able to talk about their challenges of the future, and together are able to bring solutions forward that solve those issues. Whatever challenge they're trying to overcome, whether that is improving their CO2 emissions, whether that is being more safe, whether that is decreasing the cost or being more efficient, those kind of challenges require more and more data. And this is what Belden can really do. How can you use the data to then turn it into information? Because companies can be data rich, but information poor. So how do you transform that? How do you bring that data from where it's being created, make sure that it's being used in the right manner, and where you can make decisions from that? This is where customers can benefit from more connectivity to achieve those challenges.
Think of places. First of all, those places have to become safer, more efficient, more productive. And then those places also have to be connected within themselves and with each other. By the way, those are the 2 areas where Belden focuses: automation and hybrid networks. So to do that, you kind of need a network which is highly efficient and integrated. But if you have that network, really your customer or user is now bringing data together. And imagine a situation where you're in a factory environment, you have temperature sensors, vibration sensors, CCTV cameras, computers, digitized equipment, etc. They're all generating data. And how do you make sense out of that? That is why these networks are really important.
Now we're in the 4th industrial revolution. Sometimes it's called Industry 4.0. And Industry 4.0 is really about using digital technologies to improve industrial processes. So using data and connectivity, you can now transform industries to create more smart and interconnected systems. And through these technologies, now vast amounts of data can be collected analyzed and used to transform industries to make them more efficient, to improve decision making, and overall create more smart and adaptive systems.
If people are going to embrace automation, if they're going to embrace connectivity, it's got to help them. And so that's what we provide through those products. And if you think about an application, for example, a hotel, there are many systems. There could be 15, there could be 20 different systems within a hotel, and they don't talk to each other. So for example, you have a security system, a lighting system, a heating and air conditioning system. You'll have a system that helps a guest check in, and they all create data, but they don't talk to each other. But if they did, and this is what we're bringing, if they did, then you can create a tremendous experience for that guest going into the hotel, and you also enable the hotel to manage more effectively and more efficiently.
Every company is in a different space in their digitization journey. Some companies are really advanced, and we have now examples of customers that are building completely automated warehouses, things that sound like science fiction. But other customers have assets that are 10 years old, 50 years old, 100 years old. So everybody is in a different space in their digitization journey. It's really important, if you want to understand how those customers work, that you are having a good idea of what is the installed base and where are they in their digitization journey. But more importantly, understanding where customers are trying to go. So understanding where the customers are, where they want to go, and together plotting that path, this is what Belden does really, really well.
If people step out of their homes or offices, and you went out and you then took a train, for example, to the airport and then flew. And if you think about all that's happening around you, so first of all, you're in a building that has some building management services, security, etc. You're in a mass transit environment, you're being safely transported, there's electricity coming from the grid, you go to an airport, there's a flight control system, etc., etc. And if you think about how all of this is done, how are you safe and productive, and how you're being transported, companies like Belden have played a big part in that. So Belden specifically does that by doing network and data solutions that make all these things work. We just don't get to see that, right? And I think that's the important part, creating a solution that you don't even have to think about, that you don't even have to know about whilst you're using it. That's the special thing that companies like Belden do.